Tonight we are looking at another Arran, a 17-year-old Arran from the Highlands of Scotland, and I am super excited to try this. Now, it's not a full bottle. It is a sample bottle that I bought online. Of course, price-wise for me, it's unaffordable. I have a choice. Either I buy one bottle a month or one bottle every 3 months at this high prices, or I buy some decent samples for review. I can't do both of them. And of course, when I went online to my store here in Belgium and I realized they have the 17-year-old for sale, the old green bottle, not the newest one, I was super excited to give it a try. Quite expensive for this bottle. The sample even, I think I paid about €13.50 for the sample. And a full bottle, well, in Belgium is going to cost you €143 for 17-year-old. Now, I must admit, it is not a excessive price for a 17-year-old, so it is just my budget thing. It's very difficult to maintain a YouTube channel and buying too many whiskies. Of course, my budget cannot always keep up with that. With that in mind, once you've watched the video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. I also have a Patreon account and I also have a PayPal account if you want to support children in South Africa. All of the revenue coming in, not for me, it will go towards buying food for 75 children. So keep that in mind. Bring the love, share and subscribe. Now, this is a non-chill filtered whiskey. It is a natural color whiskey. It is bottled at 46% ABV. So definitely ticking all the right boxes for me. Color-wise on this whiskey, well, natural color. It is matured in first fill bourbon cask and then refill hogshead sherry cask. So hence a nice sherry color coming out. It is 70 years old, so quite an old whiskey. And of course, you'll pick that oldness in the nosing and the tasting as well. Well, I hope so. So color-wise, there's a nice golden copper color, little amber color coming out. If you twirl the glass a little bit, maybe you can see it. There's slow legs forming, slowly running down the glass. Shows a little bit of viscosity, a little bit of a oiliness on the glass. So quite looking forward to this one. On the nose, cheers. And before I start, I also remember, a disclaimer. I am a little bit of an Arran fanboy, and I know a lot of people love Arran. Well, I am one of them. If you can go look at my homepage, you'll see loads and loads of reviews on Arran. I haven't found a single one that I didn't like. So this one, the 17-year-old on the nose, it is lovely. It's a darkness to it. That sweet, dark, dried fruit notes that comes out. It is rich. I even get a little bit of a chocolate. Not really a super dark chocolate, but a nice chocolate. Well, something that reminds me of that chocolate-covered raisins. Oh my word, every time that I go back, this is something, well, a lot of people will say, pour it, leave it in a glass. It was stuck in a glass or stuck in a barrel for 17 years, so it needs time to breathe. This one does not need anything. You pour it, you sit back, and wow, it's there already. That note is there, that sweetness is there. Every time that I go back, it's a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more of that dark fruity flavors, that little bit of a dark chocolate note, a little bit of a toffee apple note coming out. That little bit of that toffee note is definitely coming through as well. Now the alcohol, 46% ABV. It's not offensive. You don't get that youthful note that you can get in a 5 to 10-year-old whiskey. It's none of that nail polish remover type of notes coming out. It's just well reserved, laid back, and friendly on the nose. I also get a little bit of a vanilla note, but it's not a strong vanilla note, but it's definitely there, and it balances out quite between the sherry sweetness and the vanilla notes that come out. It's a little vanilla creamy note. I also pick up a little bit of a oak sawdust note, a freshly planed piece of oak wood. It's a perfect balance between the sweetness and that oaky note that comes in. It's also a little bit on the perfumey side. So something my nose is telling me I'm going to enjoy this one. On the taste, cheers. Oh my word. This is so nice. Much sweeter for me on the taste. That dried fruit is definitely punching through. That raisins, dates, figs, a little bit of a tropical, a hint of a banana that I picked up now. That's a strange one for me. But, okay, it's gone now. But I just like an overripe banana. Loads and loads of sherry notes coming out. It's oily, it's viscous, it coats the mouth. Oh my word, it's nice. I have to try some more. Cheers. Wow. For 17 years in a cask, it's well managed cask. There is a hint of a tannin, but it's barely visible. You feel it just to bring that sweetness a little bit down. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit too sweet, I think. I'm shocked at myself for saying that. But yeah, it is fantastic. The 17-year-old Arran is something that I will definitely encourage you to try. If you have a budget at that €45, well, that's in Belgium. I presume you can find it a little bit cheaper. And my poor American friends, I realize that you are paying an arm and a leg to get it there. So I would be quite interested to know if you can still find it. There was 12,000 bottles created. And, well, what are you going to pay for it in the US? 145? Like I said, I think it's a good price. But, of course, for me, it's a little bit expensive. My wallet cannot keep up with this one. One more try. This is just an awesome winter warmer whiskey for 2023. My mouth is watering. The sweetness just lingers there. There's that oak tannin, that one oak tannin quickly disappears and it's begging you for more. Now for me, definitely not going to add water to this one. I think at that price, I'm not going to drink it every night. I'm going to pour myself a wee dram like this, spend some time, take small sip and just enjoy something that is 17 years old. It is just absolutely fantastic. Can you imagine the effort that was put in to creating something like this 17 years ago and have the patience to leave it in a barrel to do its thing, and 17 years later you take it out and you sell it for €145 for a bottle. When you think about that, well, that price seems quite reasonable. And it is just freaking awesome. I love this whiskey. Unfortunately, can't afford it. Oh, but I would love, maybe my wife is listening. Maybe my wife is going to watch this. Maybe even one of my good friends is watching this one. And they might surprise me with a bottle for Christmas. And even your wife, if you like Arran, well, maybe show her the video, maybe show her your interest. Well, it's enough time for her to also go find a bottle or the new one that is available. Also 12 ounces bottle, everything is the same, and I suspect the taste will be the same as well. Well, I'll try to find a bottle. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I see you next time. Cheers.